What if the perfect time you're waiting for never comes? Think about that for a moment. How many times have you told yourselves, I'll do it when I have more time? I'll start when things come down. I'll do it when I'm ready. Maybe next month, maybe next year, or sometimes without realizing it, months become years. So today I want to ask you, what are you waiting for? Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching from tonight. It's 10:34 p.m. right now. Um, I am doing this live, I guess, at night because so I can have it consistently. Because there are days at work that I am morning and I am late. So maybe I'll just do it this way. By the way, my name is Judy. I'm a wife living here in Ontario, Canada, originally from Mindanao, Philippines. So I am Bisaya. And welcome everyone to my day 8 of my Go Live Challenge. Daghang salamat sa inyong tanan nga nag-follow sa akong challenge, sa mga nagtanaw, either live or replay, nag-comment or nag-share, and especially sa mga nag-support nako. To everyone who are new followers in my page, thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you and welcome to my page. I truly appreciate all of you. I hope you find value in every post that you see in my page. Today's topic is something I think almost everyone can relate to. What are you waiting for? And I'm not talking only about business. I'm talking about life. Maybe there's something you've been waiting to do, something you've been waiting to learn, something you've been wanting to change, but you've been waiting for the right time. So, I used to think the right time would eventually come. Maybe when I had more time, maybe when work wasn't too busy, or maybe when everything was more settled. But here's what I've learned: life doesn't always become less busy. There will always be something. You see, you said that you are busy, but one thing, one moment or 1 second, you realize that you're just scrolling in social media with your phone inside guilty diha, right? So instead of doing that, do something to learn. So yeah, we always have excuses. We always say that life is busy, but because we all have all different responsibilities. We have work, we have family, we have bills to pay, um, responsibilities, as I was saying, unexpected situations. And if we keep waiting until everything is perfect, we may never start because honestly, perfect timing doesn't really exist. Sometimes we have to start with what we have, where we are, and with the time that's available to us. And have you ever said to yourself that I'll start it tomorrow, and then when tomorrow comes, it becomes next week, and the next week becomes next month, and suddenly, when you look back and realize a whole year already had passed. I think we've all done that at some point, even myself. I'm not saying this is to judge anyone, but I'm saying it because I've learned this lesson myself. So when I started in my experience, when I started learning the digital skills, I always say this back 2018, I wasn't sitting around with completely free schedule. Actually, I was working two jobs, right? With responsibilities, with a family to support. And honestly, I could have easily said, I don't have that time, which I did earlier. I mean, back then, maybe later, and I'll think about it. But I decided to learn anyway, not because I had everything figured out, which I didn't, not because I knew exactly where it would take me. No, I didn't. I just simply decide and learn something. And that small decision became the beginning of something completely different for me. And I'm not telling you this because um, I'm not telling you this not because for you to make a used decision today. Sometimes we think taking action means changing our entire life overnight. It doesn't. Sometimes action is very small. Maybe it's spending 30 minutes learning something. Maybe it's watching a free training, reading a book, taking a course. Maybe it's finally making that phone call that you've been waiting for that you never done. Or maybe it's starting that project you've been thinking about. Small steps still count. Kay usahay, we are so focused on the big picture that we forget. The big picture is created by small steps. So why do we have to wait? Sometimes it's fair. It's true. We're afraid we'll fail. Sometimes it's doubt. What if I'm not good enough? Sometimes it's also comfort. I'm okay where am I right now? Staying in your comfort zone, right? And sometimes we're simply waiting for permission, waiting for someone to tell us, yes, you can do it. But sometimes you have to give yourself that permission as well. You have to say, I'm allowed to learn. I'm allowed to start. I'm allowed to try something new. I'm allowed to change my mind about what's possible for me. So, to all hardworking immigrants and hardworking full time employee, because I understand the feeling of being busy. We come to a new country with dreams. We work, we pay bills, we help our families. Some of us are supporting parents back home. Some are supporting the children. Some are helping siblings. And sometimes we became so focused on taking care of everyone else that we forget to invest in ourselves. So then there is our excuses. Maybe someday, maybe when I have more money, when I have more time, when life gets easier. But what if life doesn't suddenly get easier? What if instead we learn how to grow even while life is busy? That's what learning taught me because I did that before I worked two jobs and I start learning something new. You don't have to necessarily have to wait for life to become perfect. You can start learning while you're still working like I am. You can start growing while you're still figuring things out. And here's something I want to think about tonight. What are you postponing? What is something you've been saying? One day, maybe you've been saying it for 6 months, maybe one year, maybe 5 years. And I'm not saying you should make a reckless decision. Absolutely not. I'm saying don't let fear disguise itself as waiting for the right time. There's a difference between preparing and postponing. Preparing is uh, you say, I'm getting ready. Postponing is, I'll start someday. And sometimes someday never gets a date on the calendar. So, one of the biggest lessons I've learned is that you don't need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. When I started my digital business journey, I couldn't see everything ahead of me. I didn't know exactly what I was going to learn. I don't know all the challenges I'd face. I don't know where the journey would take me, but I took the first step, and another and another, and then that's how I move forward. Not by knowing everything, but by being willing to learn along the way. So now I want to ask you something. What have you been putting off because you're waiting for the right time? Maybe it's about new skills, starting a business, taking better care of yourself, um, going after a dream, some spending time with family, or simply doing something you've always wanted to try. Tell me in the comments. I really love to know uh, your insights. And don't worry, you don't have to share anything personal. Just one word is enough. Okay? And if I could give you one piece of advice today as well, it would be don't wait for the perfect time. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Start small and allow yourself to learn because you don't know what one small decision today could lead to the 6 months from now, 1 year from now, or even 5 years from now. Your first step doesn't have to be perfect. It just have to be taken. Okay. So to anyone who are watching this live now, if you're someone who's been curious about learning something new, especially the digital skills that I've been doing, I did while working full time, feel free to send me a message. I'd be happy to share what I've learned, the resources that helped me get started, and how you can learn more. We also have a free webinars every week, Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can learn about digital business, how it works, what's included, and decide for yourself whether it's something you'd like to explore. There's no rush. Learn first, ask questions, then make your own decision. Okay, and before I go, everyone, I want to leave you with this. The right time may never come, but the right time to take one small step might be today. So, whatever you've been waiting for, whatever you've been putting off, ask yourself, what is something I can do today? Not tomorrow, not next month, today. But because sometimes the life we want doesn't begin with a giant leap. Sometimes it begins with one small decision to stop waiting. Daghang salamat everyone for joining me on this 8 days. We made it for the Go Live challenge. Thank you for spending your time with me. All I can say is keep on learning, keep on growing, and remember, you don't have to be ready for the whole journey. You only have to be willing to take the next step. And before I go, I would like to say thank you to my ever supportive business partner from the USA, Sis Mars. Thank you for your unlimited support. Thank you, sis. Ay, di ko marunong mag-heart. God bless everyone. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow for the day 9. Bye.